Hello, my name is Julie and welcome to this 15-minute gentle morning yoga. So this is for you if you want to gently wake up, bring some energy back into the body, and prepare yourself for the day ahead. If you have a block or a pillow to sit on, grab that. It's not necessary, but it just makes it easier to relax through the back and upper body for these first moments of practice. And then closing down the eyes after you've found a comfortable seated position on your block or pillow. Bringing the awareness back into the body and then relaxing throughout the muscles. Visualizing a wave of relaxation spreading from the top of the head to the bottom of the toes. Deepening the breath now. Bringing oxygen back into the body, to the brain. And then deep breath in. And then exhaling out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, gently opening the eyes. And then deep inhalation, and then exhale, dropping the head chin to chest. So just bending at the neck, letting the head hang. Inhale, coming back up with the head, and exhale, folding over to the right side. Continuing to inhale back to middle and exhale, head tilting back, and then to the left. And taking one more circle just like this at your own pace. Letting the breath guide you through the movements. And then let's take some circles with the head, going super slow. Trying to find your full range of motion in the neck. Trying to explore the edge of the range. Switching directions. And then coming back to center, placing the hands onto the shoulders, elbows in line with the shoulders, and then rolling the shoulders back, taking some circles here. So trying to keep the elbows in line with the shoulders and then only coming over, so not dropping the elbows below. Taking that the opposite direction now. Bringing the hands out in line with the shoulders, and let's take our cow facing hands. The right palm faces back towards the wall, trying to place that hand between the shoulder blades, and then the left hand faces forward and try and find that between the shoulder blades. And if you can catch onto the hands, feel free to do so. Otherwise, just inching the hands closer to each other gradually, or maybe grabbing onto the back of the shirt. And then switching sides. Gently releasing. Inhale, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, releasing them, letting them fall heavy. One more time. Inhale, shrugging the shoulders, and exhale, releasing. Let's take that block to the side now. Placing your left foot in front of the right foot. Let's circle the spine. Really trying to exaggerate the movement here. We're warming up the body from the head to the toe, so let's warm up the spine. Switching directions. on your next inhalation, interlacing the fingers and reaching them up towards the sky, and then exhale, folding over to the left side. And then releasing. Let's take a side stretch also to the left side. And you can come onto the elbow for a deeper stretch through the side body, making sure the weight is still evenly distributed through the sit bones. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching and taking a twist to the left. And gently coming back, inhale, lengthening the spine. Let's switch the placement of the feet so the right foot comes out in front. Inhale, interlacing the fingers, arms reaching overhead, and exhale, swaying to the side, engaging the core here. Inhale, coming back, taking our side bend to the right. Lengthening through that top arm, stretching out through the shoulder and the elbow. Inhale, coming back, and let's take a twist, reaching the arms overhead, and exhale. Finding the twist from the bottom of the spine, keeping the length here. Thinking about pushing the belly and the chest forward. And releasing. Let's plant the feet. And let's take some windshield wiper motions with the legs. Nice and slow, making sure the knees are getting all the way down to the mat. And if they're not falling all the way down to the ground, lifting the hip a little higher. Extending your legs out in front of you. And then let's bend the right leg, placing the ankle above the knee, so not directly on top of the knee, a little bit higher. And then scooching in the left leg, finding a figure four pose. Extending the left leg out, and then either placing the right foot on the inside of the left thigh or bringing it into the hip joint for a half lotus position. Then inhale, pulling the knee into the chest, and exhale, gently pushing the knee down towards the ground. And continue with this a couple times. And then in your next inhalation, lifting the knee and holding. And then exhale, pushing the knee down towards the ground and then holding. And then we'll take some short, quick movements with the hip here. Bringing the ankle a little bit further down again. Let's rotate the ankle. And switching directions. Changing sides, so left ankle on top of the right thigh, bringing in and bending the right leg, finding a figure four pose. And proud chest here, letting the belly reach towards the thigh. And one more deep breath. And releasing. Taking the same variation this side, so either on the inside of the right thigh or finding that lotus, half lotus position. So inhale, bringing the knee into the chest, and exhale, pushing it gently away. Inhale, lifting, and exhale, continuing at your own pace. Nice long spine here. As soon as you notice that you start to slouch, then finding length, pulling your head up towards the ceiling. On your next inhalation, pulling the knee into the chest and holding. Exhale, pushing the knee gently away and holding. And quick, gentle movements with the knee. And scooching the foot a little bit lower down, taking those ankle rotations first in one direction, and then the opposite direction. And let's release the legs, find our way onto hands and knees. And then putting the weight onto the right side, extending the left leg, reaching the left arm overhead. And let's start with taking a bend in our modified side plank here. So reaching the head and the arm down towards the ground, and then coming back to neutral. Bringing the left hand onto the ground, the left foot steps to the outside of the left hand, finding your low lizard. Inhale, finding a little bit more length through the spine. And then exhale, either staying here or coming onto the elbows to deepen the stretch if that feels accessible. And breathing deeply here, trying to release through the legs. If you're on your elbows, coming back up onto your hands, and then coming back to hands and knees, getting ready to switch sides. So stretching out the right leg, stretching the right arm overhead, finding our modified side plank, and then bending the head and the hand down towards the ground, coming back to neutral. Setting the right hand down and right foot steps to the outside of the right hand, finding your low lizard. Inhale, elongating through the spine, and exhale, settling into the stretch, whether that's staying on the hands or coming onto the elbows. One more deep breath here. And exhale, coming back to hands and knees. And let's come onto our back. Let's take a quick twist. So bringing the arms out to the side, the legs in 90 degrees, left leg crosses over the right leg. You can cross the left leg underneath one more time if that feels comfortable, and then letting the knees drop over to the right, looking to the left. Closing down the eyes, relaxing. Breathing deeply into the belly. Bringing the legs back, switching that interlaced position with the legs. And this time bringing them to the left and looking to the right. And bringing the legs back to center. Bringing the soles of the feet together, we'll take a Supta Baddha Konasana here, letting the knees fall out to the side, placing the hands either on the belly and the chest, down by your side, or reaching them overhead. Closing down the eyes here, So this will be our resting pose instead of a Shavasana today, since it's a relatively short practice. And then slowly getting ready to find a seated position. And you can take that block pillow once again and find a comfortable seated position, resting the hands on the knees. Just keeping the eyes closed for one last moment. Just checking in with the body, checking in with the breath. Hopefully feeling a little bit more energized than when we started. And then one more deep breath in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, opening the eyes. Bring the hands together in front of the heart and bowing down. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful day.